that you don't know what these people believe and you're not being taught that rigorously proves my point that college is a scam.
Yeah, but again, I've only been here like a semester and a half. So,
but what, do you know who John Maynard Keynes is?
Heard of him.
Is college a scam? Guys, we are back with Charlie Kirk interviewing a college student on that very subject. Do you think it's a scam? Write in the comments below and let us know what your thoughts are. Let's get straight into the video.
Go.
Tilt it up, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm just curious about your stance on college as a scam because I feel like, according to the Hamilton Institute, people who get bachelor degrees over a total lifetime earnings will earn over $1 million more than those who don't. And also, I feel like college is an important place for people to like go learn valuable life lessons. And also, it's good to have like a balanced society because then you're gonna get artists. You're also gonna get architectures. You're gonna get engineers. You're gonna get all sorts of different people that we need in society because. Like, what's the point in living if we don't have writers or artists, you know? So I just want to get your take on that.
Question is, did the best writers learn to write in college? Probably not. No.
Nope.
The best writers are gifted writing, and they learn to write by writing. And I would just argue that this kind of holistic view you get, for example, what are you studying? Can I ask?
Economics.
Okay, so what do you think of Thomas Sowell?
Love Thomas Sowell.
I actually really like him. I bought his book, Basic Economics. He's one of the first economists I ever
do they teach it here?
Not yet, but also
okay. So now you're proving my point. If you're studying economics and they're not teaching Thomas Sowell, you're not getting an education. You're getting an indoctrination.
Ooh,
and you're being scammed.
Okay.
Milton Friedman. Do they teach Milton Friedman here?
No, but I'm aware of him.
Okay. Ludwig von Mises.
I'm aware of him, but no.
Murray Rothbard. Hold on.
No.
F.A. Hayek.
No.
Frederick Bastiat.
No.
You're not getting economics education. You're getting an indoctrination.
Wow.
You should know every single. It's not your fault. But what you're paying for or going into debt for is not a real economic education. Those are the people that theorized about free markets, which is a legitimate school of thinking. Monetarism, private property rights. And the fact that I'm not criticizing you. I'm criticizing the institution that's failing you, that you don't know what these people believe and you're not being taught that rigorously, proves my point that college is a scam.
Yeah, but again, I've only been here like a semester and a half. So,
but what, do you know who John Maynard Keynes is?
Heard of him. Actually, we did read about him a little bit.
Okay, so you read about John Maynard Keynes, but you were Keynes.
Yeah, in class. I led in class.
Right, so that's my point, is that they'll teach you Keynes, but they won't teach you one out of the 7 people that I mentioned of Bastiat, Hayek, von Mises, Rothbard, Sowell, or Friedman. And that proves my point, which is that it's all demand side. It's all one picture of an economic argument that is not the complete picture of what, now maybe later on you'll get a supply side, economics teacher here. But this idea that you go to college to kind of get your worldview liberated, yet you get your worldview altered, to be perfectly honest. Secondly, to your point of earnings over a period of time, it matters completely and solely on what you study. Yeah. If you study the liberal arts, even after 10 years, study came out yesterday, 16 lowest paid majors happen to be some of the highest majors that people actually go and study, which is liberal arts, sociology. God bless people that do that stuff, I suppose. But you're also filled with all of the woke rubbish that is infecting our society.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, college is a scam, and not for lawyers, doctors, engineers, those type of qualified positions. But when you're going for gender studies or you're going to sociology or communications, you can learn more on YouTube.
Dude, one of my biggest regrets in my entire life is going to college. I'm a filmmaker and I have a 4-year degree in filmmaking. Give me a round of applause.
Yeah.
And I could have saved $70-some thousand and 4 years of my life.
And mentored under somebody.
I could have actually been mentored by filmmakers.
Yeah.
I learned so much rubbish. I did art appreciation and one of my professors showed me that his favorite art piece of all time was a black square.
Did you appreciate the art?
Bro. The amount of time I wasted drives me absolutely nuts. And the guy in the beginning said that most people that over their lifetime, based on this study, make $1 million more a year. He's taking into consideration that a lot of the highest paying jobs in the world do come from college. If you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're any of those main things.
Yeah, but the student loan debt offsets it though.
Exactly. But also, this is where it gets funky. Low income people that decide not to go to college and don't have a vision of where they want to be to make money are in the non-college group. Yeah. So the one thing is people that do go to college, they do want something better for their life. So they're naturally going to have a mentality that makes it so they can make more money long term, but they didn't need college to begin with. So that's where it gets kind of messed up. In one of Charlie Kirk's other videos, he says that through studies, 59% of people that go to college 10 years later are not working in that field.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you go to college, the chances are you're going to be in a lot of debt, and half of people don't even need their degree.
Yeah, well, it becomes indoctrination. The whole purpose behind college, especially for our parents or people that we knew growing up versus now, is college is supposed to teach you how to think, not what to think.
Exactly.
So if I go to college and I'm constantly being indoctrinated with one view or one-sided view, then I become a slave to that specific ideology, worldview, and then we know a lot of friends of ours, or even people that I know growing up, that went to college loving their parents and came back from college and hate their families.
Yep.
Or hate their friends because...
Or change their whole political affiliation, because most professors in today's world are liberal.
95, I believe it's 9 out of 10 professors in college are liberal.
Yep, and if you are conservative, you're not allowed to say your beliefs and actually preach from that. Yep. But if you're liberal, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
And so it's a double standard.
And also the college student loans is a huge scam. What the colleges did was, we can actually up these student loans and the government's going to fund it. So then we say that, the government is going to give you more money and you can fund student loans. But then that goes on the backs of all these college students. And Gen Z is wondering why, and millennials even are wondering why they can't buy a house, why they can't get a stable job, because most of the time, half of the time, according to these studies, they don't even go into the job of what they majored in. So that disappointment is on top of the loan debt. And so why do you think we have such a big mental health epidemic in this country?
You're playing catch up for the rest of your life.
Don't play catch up, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't play catch up. Even for my children someday, I'm going to strongly discourage college unless they want to go for engineering, medicine, being a lawyer, something that is required in that field. Yep. But even if you want to go into business, you can take a 3-month Harvard business class for a fraction of the cost. 3 months of your life where all you're learning is business, and you're not having to take all these dumb classes that have nothing to do with your degree. Again, one of my biggest regrets is going to college. I don't need that. Nobody in my field saying, wow, you have a 4-year degree in filmmaking.
You have a piece of paper.
That's incredible. I was valedictorian. Wow, I was valedictorian of an art school.
Yeah. PBD says as well, he says, why would I go to college for business and learn how to run a business from somebody that's never run a business? So a lot of these professors...
Or they're not currently.
They're not currently, but most professors that run business classes, they've never even started their own business. So they have this big giant textbook that's outdated, because we know in the business marketplace, I'm in crypto and I run some companies, is that it's constantly changing. It's the same thing with technology. So if you want to start a business in today's age, you have to be so competitive and ahead by at least 2 to 3 years of the competition. College professors in business are 2 to 3 years behind, and they haven't even given the experience. So why would I learn from you? Why would I take your advice in a college classroom setting when you have never done it yourself?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Even for me, most things I learned in filmmaking are completely outdated now.
It's obsolete.
I took graphic design classes. I took audio classes. All those specific fields that I had to get variety of in my film school, they're all outdated.
But your student loans aren't.
No. Those are nice, and
those are still
sitting there. And it's driving me nuts, because if only I had somebody look at me and say, why are you going to school for that?
Yeah.
And it was because throughout all my high school, all I heard was, you have to get this 4-year degree. Yeah. So people asked me, so why do you want to go to college? I said, because I want that paper that proved I did something.
Yeah. And so guys,
I wasted so much time.
What we would recommend, especially what I learned, is find a mentor in your life. Even if you're a freshman in college, is go out and find somebody that in your field that's already successful. Learn from them. Go under their wing. And if you need to drop out of college, drop out. If it's not beneficial and you're spending all of this money, whereas you could go work as an intern at a very successful company where they can teach you all of it without you paying 70 grand. They might even pay you for an internship.
There's companies that if you are an intern for, they will actually pay for you to go and get a 3-month-long education.
Yeah.
Where if you're trying to be a publicist or a writer for a magazine, you can actually start out as the coffee person, and then they'll pay for you to go and take writing classes. And then you can actually spend those 3 to 4 years that you'd spend in college moving up the ladder and gaining experience. So that's what we want. Don't do what I did. Don't be an idiot. And
college a scam. Write below in the comments, what do you guys think? And I just got back from Dubai, so we're going to post some really interesting content at the later on this week. So stay tuned for more updates, guys. We are the Wilson Brothers, and we'll see you on the next video.
Subscribe.